Hey, rock stars, superstars, and super legends. My name's Dr. Dre, but without the doctor. You're tuned into Hot Hire, which is the #1 place if you're looking to get into your ideal job a lot quicker. Today, I have a special guest. This is actually my second guest, and this woman holds a special place in my heart. She is one of my biggest supporters, and I don't think she knows, but she's a mentor to me. She's got a wealth of experience, and I'll get her to explain, a bit about what she does and her expertise and her skills. So I just want to say a massive welcome to Leanne Hardinge. Welcome, Leanne. How are you?
Very good, thank you, Dre. And wow, what an introduction. I hope I can live up to that.
All right, Leanne. So do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do?
Well, everybody's into titles, so I could give you a fancy name and say I'm a workplace cultural environmentalist. But really all that means, is that I work with people, with teams and with organisations for them to create a working environment that makes people feel happy, they're actually energised and they're actually more productive. So in other words, I unleash teams' talents, experience and skills to build the bottom line. So I help the environment or the culture that people work in be a happier, healthier place so everyone can grow. Basically, I figure we're just, complicated plant.
Hey, super legends, so sorry to interrupt the show. If you do like what you're seeing, please don't forget to like, comment and share. Thank you. Awesome. Okay, so do you have any tips? So with the, like the companies and the employees that you work with, do you have any tips that you'd be able to share?
And I know this is a short segment, so I've got heaps, but I'm just going to cut it down to a few, Dre.
Yeah, of course.
People need to get on with their careers. So my first tip will be to job seekers. I would suggest to you that you need to identify where you're the happiest, the things that energize you, the things that you could do all day and someone says, where have you been? And it's just flowing. Now, if you haven't hit the work environment and it's a new job, you can discover that by looking at your enjoyment components. I coach a lot of people who have spent years and years and years and years in professional careers and then find they don't love it or enjoy it, and it's actually making them sick and they're not as profitable as they thought and their quality of life is down. So for job seekers, it's really important for you to identify what you're a bit excited about, what you're passionate about, and what your natural work preferences are. My second tip with them is get a profile, get a professional profile. Don't go on YouTube. Don't do I like dogs and cats, or do something with a professional, get the money. It's actually your career and your life. This is bigger than any house purchase. This is bigger than buying your car. So spend a bit of time doing some research and find out what you have as a natural work preference. You'll always succeed and make heaps out of that. So the next thing is probably for employers. COVID's changed things. That's a mindset. People are going to recruit, train, orientate exactly the way they used to. It's not going to work. You actually need to think about what you need. What is the culture of your organisation? What are the values that you hold dear? And what are the key tasks that you want done? Then write an ad that matches it. None of this generic stuff that you actually do, and then get someone in, put them in a job, don't bother to give them the orientation, and then you actually 3 months later tell them, or 6 months later, you didn't do the job right. That's not the right way to go. Dre and his lovely partner and team that he'll bring in will be able to tell you how to do all that. And for those people that are existing staff, if you are not energised, you're not happy, or you're not comfortable and motivated in what you're doing, face the facts. The environment is not good for you. You will never grow to your full potential, feel happy. And you might think you can do that for decades, but really life's too short. If nothing else, COVID's taught us, why be in a position that you don't enjoy and miss out on your family? You can just take some time off. And can I segue into, Dre, what's happening for me now?
Yes.
Is after 30 years, or 40 years really, I don't like to admit it, but after 40 years of working with people, getting them into a position where they're able to utilise their skills and talents and really love what they're doing and are very successful, I have been using an analogy for years, and I just recently hired a professional writer and also a caricaturist of some note. He used to do drawings for national newspapers, to write a book called, thank you, we'll put up, The Fear-Free Workplace. So it's a simple book, and if you're feeling down, particularly people in leadership, it's good for you to learn as to why your team aren't necessarily firing all cylinders, or if you're a job seeker, to actually understand what is appropriate behaviour that your employer and how you should feel about yourself and others treat you. If you're someone who's an existing staff member, if you're in a situation things aren't right, this actually will give you the tips and hints and also links and real case studies. It's 30 years of work. Don't be fooled by its size, because poison normally comes in small containers, as does perfume. So it's actually extremely proud of it, because I've used some professionals to write on my behalf, because it's actually made the difference in thousands of people's lives. And I can't reach you all, but the book might be able to. So if you're in a good place, if you know a family member of someone who isn't, then do them a favour and put them onto the book, because it's actually written for people that may not be seeing everything at the moment because they're in a dark place. So, sorry.
No, that's
I'd like to help as many people as I can.
I love that. And I love your passion. So thank you for sharing those tips. And also, I got my copy through last night, so I can't wait to read that. And because we're ending the show, and I think you know what I'm going to ask, do you have a dad joke to finish on? What you got?
Well, I just want to say, did you hear the rumour about butter?
No, I didn't.
Oh, never mind. I shouldn't spread it.
Thank you so much, Leanne. And guys, tune in next week.
My pleasure. All the best, everyone.